Well, hello kids. So great to be back with you today. I would like for you to go get your Bibles and open them up to Mark, the New Testament book of Mark. And we're going to be reading from chapter 4, verses 35 through 41. And here's what it says. On the same day when evening had come, he said to them, "Let us cross over to the other side." Now, when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Then he arose and he rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, "Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?" And they feared exceedingly and said to one another, "Who can this be, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" Hey kids, I hope you got to read that story for yourself and follow along. So think about those things, and now it's time. We're going to bring Maddie in, and we're going to do some exercise.
Hello everybody, it is me, Maddie, and we are here again to exercise this week. So everybody, stand up and get off your couch, and here we go. The first important thing is to stretch. So stretch with me. Here we go. Good job. Now other arm. Great. Now can we touch our toes? Reach, reach. Ooh, don't bend your knees. Here we go. Okay, now stand up really tall. Touch the ceiling. Can you touch it? Okay. Now, we're gonna do jumping jacks. Are you ready? Count with me, 10, super, super loud. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, everybody. Okay, now I have 2 exercises for you today. The first one is, we're gonna do head, shoulders, knees, and toes song. I'm gonna sing and we're gonna do the motions together. Now, we're gonna get faster every time we do it. So, try and keep up. Are you ready? We're gonna do the first one slow for everybody. Here we go, ready? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Great job, everybody. Okay, now that we know the basics, let's try and speed it up just a little bit. Ready? Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Great job. Were you able to keep up? Okay, now this is the hard one. We're gonna go super, super quick. Ready? Can you do it with me? Here we go, ready? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Wow, you guys are so good. Good job. Our next exercise is we're gonna run super, super fast in place. Like as fast as we can. Can you beat your brother or your sister? Can you beat your parents? Can you beat me? Are you ready? Here we go. And go. Run. Run, 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 run. How fast are you running? Move those arms. Move your legs. Run super fast. Keep running, keep running. Keep running, guys. Almost there, almost there. Stop. Wow, you guys are so fast. Did you beat your brother and your sister? Did you beat your parents? Were you able to beat me? Well, good job today, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Hey kids, welcome back. I look a little different. I hope you had fun with Maddie. Welcome to my beach. And I just want to start off with Here we have a shoreline, and here we have the sea, and we have our palm tree, and our little beach ball, and our little aloha sign. How fun, huh? I'm wearing my little goggles so I can go in the water. I'm pretty excited. I got my little floaty. Well, my problem was it's a little floaty, and I could not get it around my waist, so I had to put it on my neck to hope it holds me up above the water. Okay? Well, I want to say this is kind of like our story today. Jesus was on the shore of the sea, and he's talking to the disciples, and he's talking to a great multitude of people. And as he's talking to them, he's sharing parables. Okay, and parables are just a story that he uses as an illustration. So he talks about lamb and sheep a lot, and he uses those. He talks about farmers and how they plant and stuff. And so he's using parables to teach. And so today, that's kind of the backdrop of our story. So Jesus is on the shore, and he's teaching everybody throughout the whole day. Well, now it's evening, and he takes the disciples, and they're going to get in some boats. Here I have some little duckies, and they're floating across the water. And I have some frogs. You like my frogs? Yeah, they're floating across too. Pretty neat, huh? Well, Jesus is going to take the disciples. They're going to get in a boat, and they're going to go from this shore all the way across the sea to the other side. And so I want to ask you a question before we get into that. What are you afraid of? Because as we read in the story of the disciples, they became real fearful. And so what are some things that you're afraid of? What do you worry about? And so I want you to pause the video, and I want you to talk to Mom and Dad right now and tell them some of those fears. Tell them some of those worries. And then as you do that and you ask them how to get over those, ask them what are some things that they worry about. What are they fearful of, and how do they deal with it? Who do they go to? I know you have Mom and Dad, so who does Mom and Dad go to? So pause the video right now and ask them, those questions, and then we'll be right back. Hey everybody, how was that discussion with Mom and Dad? Did it go well? Did you learn some new things? Well, I want you to think about that discussion you just had and about those fears and those worries that you talked about, because I bet, kids, that you don't worry about what you're going to eat, do you? Why not? Because Mom and Dad, they always have food for you, right? You don't worry about what you're going to wear every day because they go out and they get you clothes, right? And you don't worry about where you're going to sleep. Why not? Because they have a bed that they got just for you, so you have somewhere to sleep every night, right? Well, I want you to think about that, because that's what our story is today. Jesus was trying to tell the disciples, trust me, have faith in me. And so when you're afraid and you worry, you can just trust that Jesus will take care of you. So let's get into our story. So here we are, Jesus and the disciples, they get into the boats, and they're in the sea, and they're trying to go across, and they get out to the middle of the sea. Okay, and as they're in the middle of the sea, the storm gets big. The storm rolls in, and it gets really big, and the flash, the water goes, oh, it's raining, oh, and it's getting us really bad, oh my gosh, it's everywhere, and the disciples, they're running all over the boat, and they're worried, and they keep wondering, what, we're going to drown, we're going to die, so they go, and they wake up Jesus, who is asleep down on the bottom of the boat. And as he's sleeping, they wake him up and they say, Lord, we're about to drown, don't you care? And what does Jesus do? Jesus stands up and he reaches his hand out over the sea and he says, peace, be still. And immediately the water stops. And the disciples, they're amazed. They're like, oh my gosh, who is this that he can calm the wind and the waves? And Jesus says, why don't you have faith? And that's what it's all about, kids. You trust Mom and Dad that they have your food. You trust Mom and Dad that they have your clothes. You trust Mom and Dad that they have your bed to sleep in, a roof over your head, and they just, you trust Mom and Dad, right? You don't worry about those things. Now, I know you worry about things, but not those, because Mom and Dad take care of that. Well, just like that, Mom and Dad know that Jesus will take care of the rest. The bills and how to get that stuff, because they live for him. And so as we grow older, we need to learn to have that faith and that trust and just know that Jesus will take care of us. Well, I hope you had fun today, and this is a great story. Go back over it with Mom and Dad. Get online and print off all the fun activities we have to go with it. And we will see you next week.